Alright, let's dive into something that's been bubbling up in the news lately, and trust me, it's a doozy. Imagine this, a $1.2 million investigation into a university's brand new school, and the results are being kept under lock and key. Sounds like the plot of a political thriller, right? But this is real life, and it's happening at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Here's the deal. UNC launched an independent probe into its School of Civic Life and Leadership, CILL, and now, media outlets like WRAL are suing to get the full report released. Personally, I think this story is a goldmine for anyone interested in transparency, accountability, and the messy intersection of academia and politics. What makes this really interesting is the sheer scale of it all. $1.2 million for an investigation? That's not pocket change. And yet, UNC is refusing to release the full report, citing legal exemptions and sensitive personnel information. From my perspective, this raises a deeper question. If the university is so confident in the integrity of the review, why not let the public see it? I mean, transparency is supposed to be a cornerstone of public institutions, right? Especially when taxpayer money is involved. This isn't just about UNC. It's about setting a precedent for how universities handle scrutiny. One thing that immediately stands out is the timing and context of this whole saga. CILL was established in 2023, and almost immediately, it faced criticism from faculty over recruitment, retention, and other issues. Fast forward to 2026, and the school is now an independent academic unit, with millions in state funding. But the controversy hasn't gone away. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about one school, it's about the broader dynamics of power and influence in higher education. The fact that the Republican-led state legislature approved $5 million in funding for CILL adds another layer of complexity. Are we looking at a politically motivated project, or is this genuinely about educating students to think critically and lead wisely? It's a question worth asking. In my opinion, the legal battle over the report's release is where things get really fascinating. UNC's lawyers argue that the report is protected under attorney-client privilege and other exemptions. But WRAL and other media outlets are pushing back, saying the report is a public record because it was commissioned and paid for by the university. Personally, I think this is a classic clash between institutional secrecy and the public's right to know. And let's be real, if there's nothing to hide, why fight so hard to keep it hidden? This raises a deeper question. What's really in that report? A detail I find fascinating is the role of the judge in all this. Superior Court Judge John Morris has said this will be an intensive legal inquiry, which tells me this isn't going to be resolved anytime soon. But what's at stake here isn't just a legal technicality, it's about trust. If UNC wins, it could set a precedent for other institutions to withhold information under the guise of legal exemptions. If the media wins, it could force universities to be more transparent, even when it's uncomfortable. Either way, this case is going to have ripple effects. What this really suggests is that the story of CILL is about more than just one school or one investigation. It's about the tensions between accountability and autonomy in higher education. It's about the role of public institutions in a democratic society. And it's about the power of information, who gets to control it and who gets to see it. Personally, I think this is a story we should all be paying attention to because it's not just about UNC, it's about the principles that underpin our institutions. So, here's my closing thought. If transparency is the foundation of trust, what happens when that transparency is withheld? That's a question I'll leave with you.